Oh, welcome to part 3. I've no idea what number Waynecast this is, by the way. I forgot. I'll have to look it up when I get back. But yeah, I had a sort of epiphany a few days ago. Now, I'm an intelligent man, right? I know exactly what my IQ is, been tested since I was a kid, I know exactly what it is. No, I'm not telling you. But I'm intelligent, right? So, for an intelligent man, I can be as thick as a fucking brick at times. I really can. I get so distracted with what I'm actually doing that I forget that maybe sometimes what I'm doing is not the best idea in the world. I'll explain. I touched on it before. I realised that there are hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of videos of mine online, stretching right back to when I very first started. Most of them now, from the old days, I would consider completely not a shit. Right? I wouldn't have them on the site. I won't have them in the gallery. I won't even mention them for some of them. Right? And the problem for me is that no matter what I do, there's the biggest chance is that when somebody first comes into contact with me on my name, my art, is going with a model that I don't like. So that had to be sorted out. So the first thing I did was I went through all my YouTube videos, right, all the ones on here, and I got rid of the shitty ones, right, the ones that weren't very impressive. I'm going to put this onto here, as it's easier. We'll put it on this thing here. Give us a second. So, I'll grip it on like that. We'll just sort this head out so it looks about like that. Right, you should be seeing me now. So I went through a lot of the old videos, right, and I've just deleted them. Then I went through Vimeo, and I got rid of any of the ones on there I thought were shit. And finally, the really old ones on Vimeo, 99% of those have gone now. Now I've kept the time-lapse and the tutorials, even though a lot of them I do not like the models now, right, because they're old. Even the ones from 2009, 2010. I won't have them on the site now. I've left them up because a lot of people learn from them. Now, if it appears that is in the slightest way affecting my income, they'll come down as well, right? I'll replace them with new ones when I have time. But I've got to protect my income, right? I'm not just here just to teach you all how to do things. I'm here to actually have a career as well. So I've got to do what's right for my career. Now, at the moment, I'm hoping I can get away with, you know, leaving the tutorials up and stuff, and what I'll do is I might put a note on someone saying, look, I consider this not my current standard of work, please consult the site for the latest, blah blah blah, and see if that helps. You know, hopefully it will. I think people understand it, to be honest. I fucking hope so, but yeah, it's just one of those things that have to be done. It's just pretty steamingly fucking obvious, to be honest, but I was that caught up with you know, what I was doing, plus the fact that some of my videos I got a lot of hits. In fact, now YouTube alone has passed the 1 million views mark for my videos. What was it, 1,003,000 or something daft like that. But I've looked on the channel and you'll see there's like more than 1 million now. Brilliant, bit of a milestone that. There's, I think there's 1.7, 1.9 million on Vimeo. I never counted on the ones on Vimeo. I did recently, but I can't remember. There's another 500,000 or something on there. And that doesn't count the ones like on the area and all the other fucking sites on the net. So there's quite a lot of views. There's more people than there's in 3D, you know. So somebody has a serious sort of problem watching all these videos, you know. Now it's pretty safe to say that a lot of people see them, right? Which is one of the reasons why it caused as much of a panic as it did when I realised it. Because I thought, shit, there's people out there think I'm crap. Because they see a video that could be from 8 years back. And they don't notice 8 years back because sometimes the date is hidden away somewhere on it where you're not going to look, right? They think it's done last week. I still get comments on videos from the very early days of the 2009 Mudbox when it first came out, which is only, yeah, I know it's only a couple of years ago, but I've came on a lot in a couple of years. We all do. Look at your work from 2 years ago and look at it now, right? And I'm a perfectionist, so when I see things like that, I think, yes, and you might like it, but I just, you know, I just don't like it anymore. So it's part of who I am, though. I'm always going to be chasing the next, you know, good model, hopefully. So now the kiddies are back at school. It means I'll be able to go on my walk. And when I get back, I've got a reply from the wife, but the fact that it's on the TV says it's probably the diopters. If it's the lens and the clamps, I'll have to get back and have a good play. Test the lens. I just want to have a good play with them. And yes, I am going to do the standard thing and get the torch, the anamorphic lens, so you get the nice. Just because, what the fuck, you know what I mean? Why not? I'm also hoping the diopters work with my Sigma lens with the step up ring, because then I don't need to take as many lenses when I'm travelling, right? Because at the moment I'll have at the minimum my 14mm lens, my 30mm Sigma lens, and a 50mm prime. All right. Sometimes I'll take one of the zooms as well, but I would like to cut that down to maybe the 14mm and the 30mm and a few diopters. Right. In fact, I might not actually need that with an anamorphic. I might be able to get away with using the 50mm teleconverter. Teleconverter, we should turn the. I'll probably use the Zeiss lens, turn that into 100mm lens, f2 lens, and then I could probably get away with that and just that and the 30, really. I'll have to see. See what happens. But that's what I want to test. I'm excited now. It's supposed to arrive either today or tomorrow or Monday. I hope it's going to be today. It's supposed to be 24-hour delivery. But if you do have to buy any sort of stuff like that, I would recommend the seller the Red Stan the Man on eBay, because that guy's went really out of his way. Right? Really out of his way. Best experience I've had buying anything on eBay. I've bought a lot, right? One of these days I'll have to count up how much I've actually bloody spent. If I do, the wife will have a pink fit. But yeah, it's it's something to do, innit? Besides, you've got to have decent equipment. But this is one of the last pieces of the puzzle that I need. There's a few more lights I need to pick up, but there's not much point until I've got somewhere to store the bloody things. So I might just, when needed, rent them. Could be easier than having bloody great big red heads and soft boxes, but I try not to use them. It's another reason why you use available light when you can, because it's less shit to carry around. See, I don't drive at the moment, right? I've actually worked out, I've been saying that I'd learn to drive for over 23 years now, and never got around to it. So everything I do has got to be light, right? I want this basically fitting in one bag if I can. The camera backpack I've got, I don't really want to be carrying like a shed load of stuff like this. Look like a fucking Michelin man. Yeah, I'd love to use all the gear that I've got, but unless like I am when I'm doing the back shots, I've already used, my small travelling rig. I've got a number of small travelling rigs. Now, although I've got a load of really nice tripods, they really travel with me because they're heavy, right? And if you're going through Schiphol Airport or whatever, and you've got like I've normally got the case that will be in the aircraft, the laptop with the Cintiq in it, which weighs a fucking ton, and then the camera gear. And every ounce counts, you know what I mean? But I'm actually, this year when I'm doing a lot of the teaching stuff, what I'm tempted to do is not use the Cintiq. Either use the Intuos or just record the actual sculpting beforehand, because often you get something better done anyway. And then explain as I'm going through it to a script, because then it means I don't have to carry as much shit. It sounds like, well, you're doing this and that. Yeah, but I've got problems with this shoulder at the moment because of all the bloody carrying of Cintiqs and fucking laptops and camera gear and cases through airports, usually Schiphol. I always seem to have to go through Schiphol no matter where I'm going. Even Iceland I had to go to Schiphol first, which is a bit fucking crazy. But yeah, it's also on my personal note, you probably heard me mentioning about a mate of mine, Neil, my best mate. And one of the costs to me of 3D, incidentally, if you want to know about the costs, not how much things cost, but a personal cost to a person themselves, whether it's relationships, health, etc. Have a look on the /blog, and if you search through, there's one there about it. It's very interesting. People have liked it because it tells you a lot of the things that normally people gloss over. But anyway, because of me spending God knows how many years, for the last 2 years, really heavy with 3D, me and Neil lost contact because, as luck would have it, my phone, my old phone, not this one, my old LG phone I used to have, actually smoke started coming out of it once, right? It basically just fried completely, and I couldn't get any of the numbers off it. Now, I had the backup numbers in the computer, right? But that particular computer died at the same time as Neil's phone and computer died. A bit fucking strange that, but anyway, that's what happened. So we both lost contact, and I've been meaning for a year and a half now to pop into his mother's, or pop his mother's and drop a letter to the for the postbox, letterbox. And but with me travelling a lot, and I'm always prepping for something, I didn't have the time. And I finally made the time last week, and he got the letter, and he gives us, you know, gives us a sort of phone call. So we're going to go out for a drink at some point in the next week or two. Looking forward to it. It's been a long time since me and the big lads were out. A lot of stuff to catch up on actually. He's got a son now. Just had him and his wife, Lynn, have had a son, Will. So we had a bet, me and the wife. We're pretty sure that they'd have had a kid by now. But yes. So it's nice, you know, getting back in touch with them again because it's been a long time. So I've been getting in contact with another old mate of mine, Ian. You know, he isn't going with that name online for various reasons. Basically, he just want the exes catching up with him. And Ian's, you know, the most intelligent man I've ever met. You know, he's got more degrees than I care to count, and lives the same sort of alternative lifestyle as I have, only slightly more extreme. But Ian's a fantastic lad. I won't have a bad word said against him. But so I would have a drink with him at some point as well. And fit all of the Shane. An amazing man. And at the moment, like the jury is out. Most people seem to like the beard. Whereas some people like Mother fucking hates it. The first thing Mother says when every time I see her now is, "Will you shave that fucking dirty thing off?" Right? That's what she says every time. My dad likes it, my brother likes it. The wife's got used to it and she likes it now. My son thinks it's great because it's white and it's like, to him it's like being Santa Claus, you know. My daughter thinks it's great because she sits there like this pulling the fucking hairs out, which really fucking hurts. But you know, so I don't know if it'll stay. I have one idea of like doing one of my sessions at AUE, right, and then going home to the hotel, shaving it all off and come back in again just to fuck with people's heads. But I don't know, I don't know how long it'll stay, you know. It does get prickly from time to time, and that drives you fucking insane, you know. And if it's like, if you're sweating or something and it's prickly and you're thinking, fuck, it's like, so I don't know whether it'll stay. But it's a bit of a different look, you know. Yes, it does age me, doesn't it? I show me age now. But yes, hope you enjoyed this one. This has probably been a lot longer than usual. Let's have a look and see what time is. Oh, so this one's going to be about 3/4 of an hour, I think, with all the parts, nearly. So I hope you've all had an interesting time watching this and listen to me spout forth bollocks. And I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.